So, how do you get into a good university? What's the method? Well, the first thing is to get good GCSE results and to get GCSEs in the right subjects. You know, if you want to read a subject like medicine, then you're going to need to do A-levels in chemistry and probably one or two other sciences, and so you need to have done GCSEs in those subjects. I mean, that's kind of obvious. But you need to get as good at GCSE results as you possibly can, and then you need to get be predicted good A-level results. And for the better universities, that means you're being predicted A's or B's at coming up to A-level. And if your school allows you to do the extended project qualification, the EPQ, then that's also a sensible thing to do because it shows you're capable of doing independent study. And if you're applying for a university course which is not the same as your A-levels, so you're applying, I don't know, to do, it could be medicine, it could be archaeology, it could be architecture, it could be one of 100 different subjects that you're not studying for A-level, then you can do an EPQ on that subject. You know, I know plenty of people who have read history of art, for example, at university. They didn't do history of art A-level, but they did an EPQ in history of art, and that proved to the university that they had a genuine interest in that subject, and that's something that's very, very important to universities. They want to take people who have a love of their subject and are committed to it. For some university degree subjects, you need to have done work experience. That's absolutely essential with medicine and desirable for some others. And if you're applying to Oxford and Cambridge, particularly, you will have to take supplementary tests. That's true for medicine as well, supplementary tests. And those supplementary tests are very, very important, unfortunately. So you need to have read closely the websites related to each of those tests and to have done the practice tests and hopefully to have had some tuition so that you maximise the mark that you get in those specific tests for subjects like medicine. For a small number of you may have to have an interview. That's again true of everyone for medicine, and you need to have specific advice on the sort of questions that you will be asked at interview and the sort of answers that you can give. You have to write a personal statement on your UCAS form, and you will receive plenty of advice about that at school. But the key thing is that the personal statement is there to demonstrate that you have a genuine interest and love of your subject, and you have to write it in a way that is authentic to you, the candidate. And finally, when you're applying to university, remember that you are choosing 4 universities if you're applying for medicine, dentistry and so on, 5 for most other subjects, but at the end of the day, you're only allowed to hold 2 offers: your firm offer, the one you really want to go to, and an insurance. Now, the insurance offer should be the university that's offering you lower grades than your first choice. And so it's sensible when choosing your 4 or 5 universities on your form to have at least 1 or maybe 2 universities that you think are likely to make a lower offer to you, because that can then become your insurance offer. The insurance offer is worth having because if you mess up one of your A-levels, you may need the insurance. So make sure you don't choose 5 universities which are all likely to offer the same A-level requirements.